Hello, friends. Welcome back to Thursday Night Sprints that I feel like I haven't done in weeks because I haven't. Get some water. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I have a room full of people. Well, not a room full, but I have my sister and Ari is in here. So if you hear talking, there's not much I can do about it. Okay. So Thursday Night Sprints. What are we reading? Who wants to go first?
I am reading A Gallows Hill tonight.
Wonderful.
It's book club on Saturday, and I still have half a book to read. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm reading The Winners.
Thank you.
It's massive, so I'm like 100 pages in now. I'm really loving it.
Okay, great. Now I don't feel bad because I'm starting The Winners, but I'm listening to the audio because I don't have.
I am too. Yeah, it's so good. The audio, I love it.
Yeah, I don't have the physical book, so I can't afford to buy it right now. At some point, I will have the other two Beartown books on my shelf because I love them so much.
Was it available on the library or no? Like the
it is, but it was telling me like a 6-week wait. So like I do have the ebook like on hold just in case because I would like to annotate and then get the notes from it.
See, it was available at my library, so I have the audio book from my library. I have the like digital copy through my library, and I have the physical copy because I'm like, if I go out, then I can read it on my phone too. So I literally have 3 copies of this book right now.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't see it at the library when we went a couple weeks ago. Hello, Nell.
Hello.
So I did put it on hold on Libby, but if I don't get it on Libby, that's fine. I'm listening to it through Scribd.
It's an easy one to listen to, honestly.
And then I also need to start A Ruin of Roses. I don't know what this book is. It's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
Oh, nice.
But Brittany from Gigi and Bo, she read it and she like gushed about it for like a week. And then she was like, I want to know your thoughts. So now I have to start it at some point. So will I start it tonight? I don't know. It might be like bedtime book. I've done no reading today thanks to this migraine. That's fine. Hello, Nell.
Hi. I am reading 100 Other Girls by Iman. I don't remember what her last name is. Iman Hari. I'm going to butcher this. Hariri Kia. It's this book. You've probably seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Are you liking it?
Yes, actually. I am loving it. I'm like 60% in. It's giving me everything that I could have asked for.
Nice.
Playing with it. Wonderful. At some point, Reni will join us, I think. But she finally was able to go back to circus after having the baby. So she messaged and said she would be late because she's at circus. So that's where we are. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. Comments. Yes, I know how to run sprints. I promise. Hello, Lexi. Reading Hidden Pictures. I love this book. I gave it 6 stars last year. Okay, it was the best thriller I read last year. I know some people do not like Hidden Pictures.
Are you about to go?
I loved it. What?
On the
Go sit down, please. I know. You're stressed. Go watch Moana. Go on. Go watch Moana, okay? Go on. With Anna's big headphones on your face. Oh, okay, that's nice. We get everyone a hug. Thank you so much. She like hugged the computer.
That's so cute.
Okay, go sit down. Thank you so much. Okay. You'd think she hasn't seen me all day. I've literally been out the entire hello, Amy.
Can I show them these?
No, go put them back. Working on my journal and listening to If the Shoe Fits. Okay, thank you.
I loved If the Shoe Fits, so I hope that you enjoy it.
Okay, go sit down. Go sit down. Yes, I will eat it. Go sit down.
Please put it in your mouth before you do the book.
Okay. Thank you so much. Go sit down. Thank you so much. I will eat the cough drop. I promise you. Go sit down. Okay. Before I film, I promise I will. Okay. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much. I have not read this book, but I feel like I should read this book.
I think you would like it.
What are you?
Can I grab a couple of your potato chips and then some?
You can have 4 potato chips.
Okay.
And then bring me the bag. Thank you so much. Hello, Sharon. How are you? I'll be reading, The Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. Is this the one that Brittany was reading?
I think so.
It was one of those.
I know that she was reading Robin Hobb today when I spoke to her, and she got to like 98% or something, which is great. I hope you're loving it, because I don't know if I'm interested in Robin Hobb. I've not decided. Have any of you read Robin Hobb?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm interested.
I
Hello.
think I'm just gonna leave it for somebody else.
This is
It does not seem like a buzzword for me personally.
the thing with Robin Hobb is that people say that, and even Brittany said like that her like whatever book she was reading by her, she said it was like unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
And I just don't know that I want to dive into an epic.
Well, and the series itself is so long, and I'm like, I don't even want to do Throne of Glass because the series is so long.
I am doing Throne of Glass, but here's what I'm not going to do with Throne of Glass: the 2 that they like tandem read toward the end. Other people can experience that. I'm gonna read them in the order, like start to finish in the order that they came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I reading 2 books at one time? No, thank you. No, thank you. Someone else can have that experience, to be honest. I'm going to pass. Hello, ML. Hello, Taylor. Reading The Senator's Wife by Liv Constantine. Wonderful. Hello. I should be so happy, which I am, but I am so stressed. We learned we got accepted to rent our dream house in Cali, but they required a deposit in 24 hours. But they couldn't tell me how much. What?
Weird.
That feels a little bit like a scam.
I was just about to say that.
No, and she said the landlord hasn't told the property management yet. That seems
That
scam-
feels very much like a scam. I mean, it could be legit, but just based on that,
Yeah, the way it's being described, it feels
a little
scammy.
sus.
Yeah, that
Please
just
be careful.
yes, please be. Yeah, she said it's too late to overnight and tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, be careful, ML, because that feels weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
So what's gonna happen if they didn't tell you how much it is and they want it
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah, like
What
that
is the
doesn't make any
expectation
sense.
now?
You're just like, are you sending them a blank check?
And they decide how much.
Like,
Right. No, thank you.
This is sus.
Yeah.
Hello, Jean. Might be reading There Is No Devil, 51%. I finished this. I gave it 4.5 stars. No, I did not finish There Is No Devil. I read There Are No Saints. I need to read There Is No Devil, which
You could pretend it doesn't exist.
That's on my TBR.
Not-
Is it bad?
It's so bad.
Shit. Here's the thing, because I finished There Are No Saints. That was my first roll for Smut Den, and I finished it like in a day. Like I read the whole thing, and it was so good. And then it leaves you like on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, no, but see, the thing is that in the whatever the second one is, we just don't do anything with that cliffhanger until like a little tiny bit at the end. There Are No Saints made my best romances of 2022. There Is No Devil made my biggest disappointment.
Here's the thing. And okay, so I need people to understand that I do not typically give romances 5 stars unless they're gay. I just need everyone to understand this. Also, that's my sister in the background. I do like Delilah Green, 5 stars, but it was
5 stars.
so gay. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did give The Kiss Quotient 5 stars, but also autism. So, like, I don't tend to
Did you read The Wedding Crasher?
No.
You need to read The Wedding Crasher.
Okay, I will read The Wedding Crash.
There's a surprise orgy scene in it.
Is that the Mia Sosa book?
Yes.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
The cute little
Please.
pink cover.
Let me
Yeah.
keep that right on hold. Please hold. Let me go find that on Libby right now. Here's the thing. I do not tend with like straight couple romances, even dark romances, they have to hit a certain thing for me for them to be 5 stars. Like they just so 4.5
sure.
is good for me when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Mom, can I have a little bit more?
Yes, and then go sit down. So I will say that the There Are No Saints is definitely a top romance for me this year, especially in the dark romance category. But I will also say that I almost DNF'd it. Like
To answer Jean's question, if you like the couple and like the romance part of There Are No Saints, then you'll like There Is No Devil because it's all coupley shit. There's no plot. There's nothing about the serial killer or the murder or the like none of that until the very end.
that is so disappointing.
So if you were like wanting to an extension of the cliffhanger of There Are No Saints, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, well, I now have The Wedding Crasher being sent to my Kindle as we speak because
Awesome.
it was available for borrowing at my library.
Oh, good.
So we'll be reading that at some point this month. Maybe tonight. Who knows?
It's not gay, but it's Brazilian, so
I mean,
it's fine.
that's fine. But I just don't. If the couples are like white and straight,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably not gonna get a 5 star.
Yeah. No, I gave There Is No Devil like 1.5 or 2 stars.
Oh, wow.
Unless it's like a retelling. Because I will say that like Hooked, I'm pretty sure they were white characters, but like the retelling was good.
It
You
was
know?
good.
But I really almost DNF'd There Are No Saints. Like I literally was talking to my sister and I was like, I don't want to give you too much information because she's not like sex is not her thing. But I was like, here's the thing though, like the dude is out here just offing people. Like also what is happening?
I decided that There Are No Saints is just You by Carolyn Kepnes if we decided stalking was cute.
It really is. I was like, I'm supposed to believe that these
Like it's the same story.
I like because she was like, well, what's the point? And I was like, I guess you're supposed to fall in love. It's a romance. And I finished that book at work. Like
Oh no.
I had it as an ebook. And I was like, I need everyone, like we were in between orders. I was like, I need everyone to leave me alone. I have 7 minutes left in this book. I powered through it. And they were like, how was your book? Right? I work with men. I just need everyone to understand. I close the night that I finished this book. It was this night, but I close usually with 2 men that are 22 and 24 years old.
That's hilarious.
And, they were like, so how was your book? How was your book, Miss G? And I was like, it was great. And then I was like, I don't know what to tell you because I'm
Like,
not.
we are not talking about it.
I mean, they will push. They'll be like, tell us what it's about. And I'll tell them. And they'll be like, oh, Miss G, really? And I'm like, listen, I am 31 years old. Calm down. Like, it's fine. Are you okay? This deposit is supposed to be, the landlord hasn't told. Oh, we read this. Congrats on the house. Odd about the deposit. Yeah, that's weird to me. Hello. I'm reading The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I hope you love this book.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I have it on my Kindle and I need to try to pick it back up, but I DNF'd it at like 25% because I didn't care. And here's the thing is I read Reckless Girls first and I gave that book 5 stars. So I don't know because I got the Reckless Girls as an arc, like I guess I think it came out in 2021. And I read it while I was visiting home. So, and I loved it, but I also am wondering if I haven't reread it, so I'm wondering if it was a like perfect time, perfect place thing, because that year, like I went home for a visit and like my aunt died and then my grandma died and then my grandpa died, like all within like 2 weeks of each other. So I don't know if it just gave me like the escape that I needed.
Yeah.
Because other people that have read Regular Girls have given it like 3 stars.
It's the mixed reviews for sure. Yeah.
And I'm like 5 stars. Like it was one of my best books. But also 2021 was the year where I was Oprah with the 5 stars. Like everybody got 5 stars. Unless it was trash and then I DNF'd it. So like there was no in between. It was like a 5 or a DNF. Like there was no a rating system. I didn't know her at that time. Amy is loving If the Shoe Fits. Happy Pride Month. Everyone is saying hello to each other in the comments, so I'm not gonna click all of these comments. Love you all so much though. I don't think I will ever read Robin Hobb. Yeah, don't foresee it happening. I don't own any Robin Hobb. I don't know. People talk about her, and that's really cool. And I will just follow the booktubers that I know that read her and listen to you spoil the books for me. That's kind of where I'm at.
It's such a commitment, and I don't.
Probably will have to.
That.
You just want the holder. Okay. Sorry, she wanted my Switch thing. Do you not have one?
I didn't bring it.
Oh.
I didn't even bring my clothes.
It's because you had to. It's because you had to bring me all those cans of beans. That's why. Oh, cans of beans. Okay, so there's like a brand of chili beans that I can only get in Iowa. So when my sister came to visit, I texted her and I was like, "Can you bring me 6 cans of beans?" And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's a weird request, but I need 6 cans of Mrs. Grimes. I still have 4 cans left. Okay, I've been pacing myself.
Can you order them on Amazon?
Yes. If I want to pay, it's like $10 for 6 cans.
Okay, but how much is it at the grocery store?
How much are they at the grocery? Aren't they like 75 cents?
Oh, wow.
How much are they at the grocery store? Oh, they are that expensive? Okay, then maybe I'll order them. I can't get them shipped because here's the thing. So this brand of beans, I can't get it on Amazon. I can get it at Walmart because this brand of beans is like only sold at Walmart, but only in Iowa that I'm aware of. I don't know where else you would get them from.
I would check Amazon and see if it's on there like subscribe and save.
I might see because if it is,
because there's a
my favorite beans. Like
there's a brand of energy drink that we have that has like I think you can only get it in Brazil, but you can also get it on Amazon.
Yeah, well, they like growing up, they were the chili beans that we ate. Anna says that you can also get them in Hy-Vee, which is like a grocery store. I don't know how to describe Hy-Vee. It's a grocery store in Iowa, but like I don't know. I thought they were only like 75 cents, so I was like $10 for 6 cans. But I can get them shipped to Walmart. Like I can go to Walmart like for like pickup, and get them that way. Yes, Robin Hobb is a commitment. I need to finish Assassin's Apprentice. I've been reading forever. Hello, Pat. Throne of Glass has been easy to plow through for me so far. Yeah, so here's the thing. I got excited and started reading the books too fast, and I have to go back and reread a couple of the books that I already read. So
why?
Because I remember nothing. So like I reread Throne of Glass, whatever month it was that we read that one.
I still haven't finished that.
And then but what I did was I read The Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, and Crown of Midnight back to back of each other because I don't know why I did that. So now I don't. But when I reread Throne of Glass in April, I forgot like a whole third of the book at the end. Like the thing that like the big like climax thing that happens. I remembered part of it, and then there was one part that I was like, I do not remember this happening. What? Now, part of that could be because I did them as audiobooks and did not follow along with the physical. And so I was listening to them much faster than I would typically listen to any fantasy book that I have to remember things. So then when I got to Crown of Midnight, I was like, I have no idea what's happening. So I have to reread Crown of Midnight, but that's fine. It's fine. It still counts toward my reading goal. It's a unique situation. I was in the property management's office when I was there. The unique thing is they are the only leasing agent, or only the leasing agent. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, this is possible.
Could be. Yeah,
That's
could be.
more.
Oh.
I know they're legit. It is just because after they find this landlord, a tenant, and stuff, they are no longer involved. It will just be behind us and the landlord, which is fine. But they just don't seem to do it often enough to know how much of the deposit goes to them and how much to the landlord.
Gotcha.
Got you. Okay.
That's how it is in New York too. You have to get like a leasing agent, and like it's basically like a realtor, but for renting properties, not buying. It's weird.
Right. Okay. See, that makes, now that you explained it, it makes more sense. But when you were like, they don't know how much the
I
deposit,
just want you to send a blank check.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, they want us to pay tomorrow, but they haven't told us how much. And I'm like,
Yeah.
as somebody who works in finance, that sounds
That
sketch.
seems sketch.
Hello, Kiana. Oh my god, the comments are jumping. Okay, here we go. Are we saying to skip There Is No Devil? Oh, you answered this, right?
Yeah.
So Sarah apparently liked it better. But
And that's what I mean. Like if you like the couple, then like I don't know, it kind of if the second one, especially because I read them back to back, the second one feels really vanilla. And like yeah, it's
how are you
like,
gonna be vanilla after the first one?
and then like goes into like a backstory of like her like trauma and shit, and I'm like, I don't care, just go kill somebody.
I don't care. My thing is how are you gonna be vanilla after the events of the first book? Because like I'm thinking about like, I mean, the first book is a pretty slow burn, like I'll give it that, but like once you got there, like it was there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to the two dudes that I closed with, because they enjoy looking over my shoulder when I'm reading on my Kindle, and I'm like, you do not want to read this. And then they'll be like, oh my god, and I'm like, see, you traumatized yourself.
You asked for it.
That's on you. That's a bummer. I need SK romance with a murder. Yeah. I was not enjoying the DV and There Is No Devil. It just seems so different, and I'm at 51%.
Yeah, because it goes into a lot of her like trauma and past and shit.
Yeah, it does. Although I will give Sophie Lark that she puts a warning at the beginning that this book was like cathartic for her, because she was able to work through some of her trauma in writing the book.
For sure. Yeah.
So I mean, at least she gives trigger warnings first, you know, unlike some people, Colleen Hoover. But at least she gives trigger warnings first, you know.
Yeah. True.
Chris needs someone to spoil Gideon the Ninth for them.
I haven't read it yet.
I have not read this. It's on my TBR.
Do I own the first two? Yes. Don't ask.
I didn't read Assassin's Blade before Throne of Glass so far. It's my favorite book in the series. Kind of Midnight kind of dragged for me in the middle. I read Assassin's Blade first, but I think what I'm going to do is once I finish Crown of Midnight, I'll reread Assassin's Blade and see if I like it better. I do know that Brittany has given up on Throne of Glass. So
oh no.
I asked her about it because I said, are you still reading it? Are you behind, or have you given up? And she was like, no, I've given up. And I was like, are you going to read anything else by Sarah J. Maas? And she was like, no, I'm not going to. So that's perfectly fine. I told her that we're just not going to be able to talk about it. because the only other thing that I've read, well, I read the first Akatar book, and then I read the first Crescent City book, and I gave Akatar, I think, 4.5, the first one, and then, but the first Crescent City book, I gave 5 stars last year. So, although I heard that the second one is not as good as the first one in the Crescent City series, so that makes me a little bit nervous, considering that when when the thing was announced for the third book, like I pre-ordered that, so it's fine. Tell me that I won't lose the house. Okay, you will not lose the house over this, ML. This is what she meant. I'm gonna tell you that you will not lose the house over this, ML. I'm sure that even if they wanted the deposit in 24 hours, like, they didn't give you time to get it to them because you don't know how much it is, you know? Six Zodiac Academy, Fated Throne. I feel like I am stuck.
Yeah, if
I
you're
mean, maybe.
sleeping, then you want to read something that you're like really excited
Really
about.
excited for it, yeah. Yeah. I feel like reading it after Air of Fire made it feel like those flashback episodes in the middle of a TV show that shows the character's origin story, and I love that. Okay, so it's after Air of Fire. Why did I think it was after Crown at Midnight? So I'll read Air of Fire, and then I'll reread Assassin's Blade, because I did like Assassin's Blade. I gave it 4.5 stars, I think, or 4 stars, something. But I gave it a pretty, like, decent rating, but then I did give Throne of Glass 5 stars. So there's that. Okay, that is the end of the comments. We've made it through the comments. Is 45 minutes good for everyone?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sure.
Is it on your channel?
Yes, ma'am.
What's on?
Be careful. Step over. You got it? You got it? Okay, come on. All right, say, here, take these off so you can hear, first of all. Okay, get down here. You want to start it?
I could hear a whisper.
Oh my god, my leg. Okay, say, see you in 45 minutes.
See you in 45 minutes.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. What else do I need to say?
That's it. Now click the button.
I love you. Everybody loves you.
Okay, get on my leg.
Mom?
Yes.
forgot I was sprinting. I was like, what does that mean? It's fine.
Hello, how did we do? I made it to 4% of the winners. I'm on like chapter 8, I think. And then I had to read. Are we still working on Matilda? Yes, we are. It's fine. We're almost done. We've only been reading it since February. But Ari and I read part of a chapter of Matilda. We'll finish her chapter in the next sprint, and then she'll go to bed. How did you do, Bree?
I read about 40 pages. And I was bored until the last 5. And then I was like, then like a twist happened.
Not wonderful.
Yeah.
How did you do, Kels?
I read like 25 pages. So I'm at chapter 20.
Okay, I'll get caught up.
You will. I know. I'm getting a head start on it. So.
But that's why when you said you were gonna start it, what was it, yesterday? I think.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. You can start it, and then
you're gonna like fly right by me. Yep.
I mean, just because I have the audio, and she reads so slow, so I do bump her up to.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, yeah, I do.
No, this narrator, like I listen to her at 2.5 times speed. So
I'm listening pretty quickly too. Like usually I'm slower. Like I listen slower, but I'm at 2.5. So
yeah, I'm at 2.5 also, and I think it's just because like we're used to her at this point. She narrates all the rest of them too. So.
Yeah.
How did you do, Nell?
I read 10% and I made dinner.
Wonderful. Also, we gained a Reni. Welcome back from circus. How are you?
I'm good. I have not read, obviously, because I was driving. I could have been listening to an audiobook, but I didn't want to. But I am going to have to finish what's left of me tonight, which is I have like 25% left, and it's an arc, and it comes out on the 6th. So I need, or the 5th. So I need to get a hot stepping.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. How was circus? Good?
Oh, it was great. Except for I can't do anything that has to do with abs. But, my abs did get split in half by a baby. So it's okay.
It's fair.
Right. Oh, okay.
Tabs for my
Okay,
Bible.
what? You need book tabs?
Yeah.
Hold on, because I had some over here earlier. Here, you can have these.
Yay.
But you are not having my fancy aesthetic ones. Sorry for you. You can.
You never share any of your fancy.
You can have the neon book tabs. I don't use those. All right. Hello, Jigra. How are you? Maybe if there we go. Kiana's finally off work. Wonderful. Taylor read 20 pages. Chris did not read. Totally fine.
That's fine.
Done with this child. I call him PITA or Vita, and his response was, "Well, you're PITA from the." Wow. Does somebody need to say what PITA stands for?
I mean, I was just gonna pretend I knew.
Kelsey looks confused. That's why.
I accidentally ripped the whole thing off.
I'm assuming the first word is pain.
Yes.
And then you fill in
yes.
I was like,
I know I'm tired.
I did not know.
There. That's why I was like, Kelsey, do you need help? But I didn't want to just like.
I could tell Reni was confused
like,
too, so I was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna pretend we know."
Well, I was like, "Oh, it's piece of trash, something." But then I was like, "No, that's an O." I was like, "Piece, trash." So I don't know.
Kiana's listening to the fine print.
Love
Ooh,
that.
how are you liking it?
That's how are you looking at it? So I am on whatever it is. I'm on the last one. What is it
That
called?
was my favorite.
How is the last one? I haven't read that one yet.
It's so good. I loved it.
So my favorite one so far has been the second one.
I agree. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
That's my least favorite.
You're you don't like
I still give it a 4 though. Like I still give it a 4. So
but you don't like grumpy. Here's the thing with
I do sometimes.
I found okay, so I don't want to like say too much because Kiana's literally reading it, but the thing that happens with the main male character, whose name I can't remember right now, he annoys me because the thing that he does is absolutely not. Anyway, but also Zara kind of annoyed me. Like she got on my nerves. And like I get it, like she's supposed to be like the sunshine to his grumpy, but like wow. Declan and Iris though, the banter, okay? And also
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Is the sunshine to his grumpy.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a better dynamic there. You know what I'm saying? So far, I am liking Final Offer though.
It was really good. Yeah.
Cal kind of annoys me, but
things turn around, obviously.
I ate dinner and read 20 pages. Wonderful. 4% at 55% of There Is No Devil. I think I need
to read those at some
know
point.
if anyone else is killed.
I don't remember.
Made red beans and rice, delicious. Only 20%, but it's cute.
Nice.
I mean, it was definitely cute. I gave it 4.5 stars. Okay, like I didn't give it like a terrible rating. It's just it's the lowest. But like the second one, I gave 5 stars. Terms and conditions. I was like, this is a 5-star. We love to see it. Yes, can I help?
I think I only gave it 4 stars, but I only gave fine print.
I'm gonna be ready by the time you're asleep. I like grumpy. Yeah, me too. Honestly, like here's the thing. I have figured something out. I don't like unless it's like a Y choose or like polyamorous. I'm not a fan of like the cinnamon roll dude. Like if the main dude is a cinnamon roll, I do not care. Please get away from me. I do not like it. You like the cinnamon roll? Oh, my sister's.
Wait, but have you read Talia Hibbert?
That's different though. Yes, and I do like her.
Because Zaf.
Okay, I've read 2, Talia Hibbert. So technically I did read the YA one that has an atrocious title.
Oh yeah.
And then I read the first one for.
You read Chloe.
I didn't like Chloe.
Chloe is the worst one, especially if you're listening to it on audio. The narrator for Chloe is terrible. She
it was so bad.
Well, she's like 60.
I read Highly Suspicious, Unfairly Cute, and I read Chloe Brown.
Yeah, no, you need to read Danny.
Okay.
Take a hint, Danny Brown. Okay, I'll read that. We'll see how I feel.
I mean, I own all 3.
That's my favorite romance of all time.
In slutty romance, I just find I don't like the cinnamon roll dude. So here's the thing. So I read Pucking Around last month, which I'll talk about this in my wrap up, but also we're not going to go into a lot, okay? Because a couple weeks ago I was talking about this book and then people started Googling things that they shouldn't have Googled. It was a whole thing. Anyway. Pucking Around. So Pucking Around is polyamorous. So it's one girl and 3 dudes, right? And the first guy that we're introduced to in that one night, which I mean, I would suggest reading that prequel novella before you read Pucking Around, but you don't necessarily have to. He's a cinnamon roll, and he is a cinnamon roll the entire time. And every time that I got his point of view, I was just like, please stop crying every 5 minutes. Like all you're doing is crying. Like, and I get it. Like I also have abandonment issues. Like that's fine. But like this man would cry. He would be like, I just don't feel like you guys care about me. As they're like telling him, what are you doing?
That's fair.
Calm down.
But what is just like absolute god tier cinnamon roll that then is not in bed.
I can deal with that.
God tier.
You're right. That's God tier. If you're a cinnamon roll like in life, but then in bed like not so much, like you're the opposite. Cool.
Yeah.
But I either need you to be like that, or I need you to be dominant all the time. Otherwise, I'm just like I don't care that you're now crying again for the 15th time.
Yeah, well, that's not cinnamon roll.
That's
not cinnamon roll. That's man-child.
Because this one character, he was being touted as the cinnamon roll character.
No.
Because then you also had the guy, I can't remember his name. I can't remember their names. Okay, so if you want names,
that might be just a poorly written cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll man was Jake. That I do remember that because he just annoyed out of me.
You have someone asking what a cinnamon roll is in the chat.
That's very hard to explain, but it's like it's really hard to explain without just being like this character.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's like soft and sweet, like a cinnamon roll.
They're soft and sweet, but they're still like protective, and they're still like
golden retriever boys. That's what my sister said.
They're what? Golden retriever boys. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So like my thing is this. He was told as a cinnamon roll character because then we got Caleb, I think his name is, and he was like in the middle. So he was kind of cinnamon rolly in life, but not cinnamon rolly in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. And then you had, I can't remember his name, but then you had the other dude, the third dude that gets introduced later on, and he's just a dominant over everybody. Like he just doesn't care. Like he's just dominant, period, whatever, right? But Jake just be crying the whole book. And I was like, why are you crying? Just stop it. Stop it. Just plus that book was almost 800 pages. So that's fine. I didn't read, but I worked on my diamond painting. Wonderful. Yeah. I mean, I like a grumpy dude, even if it's not necessarily explained as to why. Like usually you can put.
No, I want to know the reason behind. Like if you're just grumpy for the sake of being grumpy, or it bugged me the most in that Lucy Score book, the blue one with the daisies on it. I can't remember the name of it.
You never get over.
Yeah, that one.
No, I think that's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He would turn it on and off like constantly.
No, don't do that. Just be.
You're like, stay away from me. I can't get enough of you. Stay away from me, dude. Like, pick a lane.
I'm not excited to read this book anymore.
Pick a struggle, my guy.
Like it was pretty good for the first half, and then I was like, okay, we must be at the third act pickup. Why does Kendall say it's only 55%?
That book is so long.
So unnecessarily long.
I mean, here's the thing. That's why, like, I just assume that Kindle Unlimited books are gonna be long. But dude, when I read Tucking Around, and then I went to go log it in my book journal, and I was like, oh, I wonder how many pages this is. 758 pages. Why? There's no. I mean, I gave it 4.75 stars, but there's no reason for it to be that long. You know, I'm just saying. No, 4.5 is a good score.
That's good, yeah.
Got a little bit done in that sprint, and then my cat started yelling at me. He's still yelling at her, and she doesn't know what he wants. Oh, we read this. Hello, Margaret.
Hello, Margaret.
Yes, Amy was on these sprints, and Amy was one of the people that Googled things that they shouldn't have been Googling. And that was the other one. And I was like, if you don't know what this is, you can go Google it, but also you might not want to Google it. And then
maybe do it in incognito mode.
And then Amy and ML, the two people that don't read smut, decided to Google. And I was like, now y'all are traumatized. You see. Yeah, Jake really needed therapy. Yes, the character that is soft and sweet. Hold on, we'll finish this comment. Do the aliens in IPB count as cinnamon rolls?
I would call the first one. I only read the first one, but I would
The
call
first
the first one
one, yeah.
like
There's a
Kendi-
couple of them that are.
I
but
would call
not
them a
all of
cinnamon
them.
roll. Yeah. If you've read Neon Gods, Hades is a cinnamon roll, like a well done cinnamon roll.
Got you. No problem, Camilla. Hello, Adrian made it finally back in my hotel room, ready to read. Wonderful. What are you reading? Hello, Leandra. Oh, now that I see Leandra, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, a bunch of us are good. No, Eastern time, not Easter. It's over, my girl. I know. A bunch of us will be on Sprints with Brooklyn at 7 p.m. It's like me, Leandra, Brittany, I don't
Chrissy.
know what else. Chrissy.
I think
Yeah, it's a bunch of us. We're going to be reading, or some people are going to be reading Scarred, and I think other people are going to be reading something else. I need to finish Scarred, but I don't love it. I have it as an audiobook. I'm not loving it, to be honest.
Oh, actually, did I tell you I read Hooked for Smutdown?
Yeah, what did you give it, though?
So
4.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I still give it 5.
I liked it. It's just like, it's not like gonna be memorable. Like, it was like, I had a great time with it. It's not like
I loved all of the Easter eggs in it, but like I read it a year ago and I couldn't tell you what it's about now.
I'm not gonna lie, I still think about that book.
Did you continue on?
Me?
Yeah.
I did start Scarred shortly after I finished Hooked, or finished rereading Hooked at the end of last month. I understand what she was. I like Emily McIntyre, so I just want to premise it with that. I understand what she's trying to do with Scarred, and I get the Lion King vibes, but also I don't care.
I gave it 5 stars.
But also, I got the audio off Hoopla, so I'm gonna finish it. So I'll probably finish it tomorrow on Brooklyn Sprints. I just don't care very much.
It's such a slow burn.
Maybe that's why I don't care.
70% in, and she's still engaged to the other guy.
Oh
yeah,
okay.
and I'm not 70% in. I'm like, hold on, I'll tell you how far I got into it.
But it's like,
I'm
if
definitely not 70% in.
If you liked the politics and the world building in Serpent, you'll like Scarred.
Okay, which I did like. I did like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's very political. It's like if Game of Thrones was a spicy romance.
Ah.
I'm 13% through, so like I'm still gonna keep going. Like I'm 13% through the book, and I'm on chapter 7.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna keep going. I just don't care.
I wanted to read it soon because I wanted to catch up because I know she's doing the Hunchback of Notre Dame one in July.
That cover is so.
To be honest, I'll skip the rest of them to read that. Because
they're all standalones.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame is like my favorite Disney movie ever. So.
Yeah.
But
what are the other two? Is one
Aladdin and Wicked.
Wretched is Wizard of Oz, and Twisted is
Aladdin.
I don't know if I care about Wicked or not. I'm probably going to try all of them just because, like, I do like Emily McIntyre's writing.
It's really good.
I'll try it. Because Bree said it's really good, I'll try it.
I haven't read the other two. But.
Like, because I really do like her writing. You know, and maybe it's because this one is Scarred is such a slow burn that I'm just like, okay, cool, buddy. Like,
there's so much angst in it, though.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, you didn't love Serpent as much. I was like, but you love Serpent, and that's super slow burn.
I gave it 4.5.
I love Serpent, man. Oh, that is like my favorite book of the year right now.
I gave it 4.5. I just for a big like the first like 3 chapters were great, and then there was like a big portion like after that I didn't care. Like I just
so good.
Like I just didn't care about anybody that was in the book because
I
nothing.
am excited about Daughter of No Worlds though, because that's Friends to Lovers.
Oh, I'm so excited to read that.
I have that on my Kindle.
I found a super cheap hardback copy on Pango.
I saw someone selling all 3 books for $50 on Pango, and it was tempting, like in that series. But I was like, it's paperback, and I really want the hardcovers.
Yeah, I want the hardcovers
because they're so
I'll
pretty.
just buy the hardcovers.
Yeah.
I prefer hardcovers in my fantasy. So
Well, I do too, but these covers are really nice under the dust jackets. Like they're pretty. So
yeah, that's why I prefer
I gotta go
hardcovers
for
in
a
my
pretty
fantasy.
cover.
Usually the fantasies have better hardbacks underneath the thing.
Yeah.
Hello, Glenda. Got home from an event at a park. I will be finished reading The Blood Trials. Yeah, Emma was talking about when she Googled things that she shouldn't have Googled. That's what this is. That's what this is. And that's what this is.
Now I'm curious to know what it was.
They decided to Google what snowballing is.
I will have to Google that now.
I
You
know.
don't really need to.
I'm obligated.
You really don't.
It's not as bad as I've seen worse.
Here's the thing. That was like the reason that I got knocked down 0.25 because my autism cannot agree with it.
This is fair.
My
Gross for sure. But
my
I have
autism
read worse.
goes, oh God, no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But ML and Amy decided to Google that. And then we got onto a topic of something else that I'm not going to say again because
I think someone already did.
Oh, okay. Chris said it. And then, as far as I know, Amy and ML did not Google the second one. However, during the 24-hour sprints, I did end up having to explain to Brittany what it was. I did not explain it on camera. I messaged it to her, and then we turned our cameras on while she reacted to what it was. And we were both laughing so hard that we were crying. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
And I came here and it was.
Well,
I know.
woke up and
I looked and no.
No.
I was like,
No.
My ears hurt.
I'm
The
sorry.
first one was like no. The second one's like, oh no. Oh,
The second one, I can't believe anyone would actually do that. To be honest, the snowballing thing, fine, I guess if that's your bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's a weird bag.
Welcome back. Hello, Courtney. Trying
I don't know.
to figure I can't. Oh, Nell just Googled the second one. Are you okay?
I'm stressed.
Are you okay? Oh, she got hot. She was saying, "Who? Are you okay?"
It's so hot. Oh my gosh. What? This was in the book you were reading?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Alabama Hot Pocket was not in the book that I was reading.
okay.
The snowballing was it was actually stop. It was sit down. It was actually that one was given as like a content warning.
Mm-hmm.
If Alabama Hot Pocket had been in that book, I would have DNF'd. I would have been
You're
like,
like immediately close the book, throw it away.
How do people not like die from that? Like
they probably do.
that's called like
They-
BV, yeast infection,
Yeah.
like all this stuff.
I don't know.
Like this is the sad thing is that when you're reading a romance, your first thought should not be that's gonna be a UTI.
Now, the Alabama Hot Pocket thing was not in Pucking Around. I just want everyone to be aware of that. Someone brought it up in the sprint, and that's how that got looked up.
Oh no.
However, that one is not, absolutely not. Because if it was, I would not have finished. Like
That should not even be a thing. Why does that exist?
the snowballing thing. Okay, like again, I'm not gonna like kink shame anybody. So like if that's a thing,
Are you gonna bring me to the ball thing?
I don't know. I have to see and look when it is. If that's your bag, cool. Like if that's what you like to do, love that for you. Like, but if Alabama Hot Pocket had been in a, if it's ever in a book that I read, I will be returning that to Kindle Unlimited and sanitizing my Kindle. I'm just saying.
leaving BookTube. We're done.
I will be making a I'm leaving the internet video, and I will be done with Kindle Unlimited forever, because could you imagine? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I don't see how anybody could do that and like live. Like I just feel like you would just die from doing that. You would get an infection and die.
And die.
She looked it up. She really did, because she went like this. As soon as she went, I was like, I knew it. You looked it up. The second thing, because I mean, the first thing is like, it's fine. It's not a vanilla thing to do, but like, it's not. For me, it's this like the sensory part of that one that makes me go a little bit. Like, I literally skipped like 3 lines until it was over and then moved on. And I was like, I just no. Yeah, ML learned her lesson. Neither ML nor Amy looked up Alabama Hot Pocket.
They did themselves a favor.
They learned their lesson when they Googled snowballing. Thank God. Apparently Chris was the one that brought that up. Although I do remember E. Harris also looked it up, and they said that they found that the first hit for them was a recipe.
I certainly hope not.
What? Leandra also Googled. I'm sorry that you did that. Kelsey's like, I'm not gonna Google this.
I mean, I didn't Google the Hot Pocket. I'm good on that.
I was gonna say,
I couldn't imagine, so I'm good.
Margaret would like to know why they would slander Alabama like that.
That's a valid question.
Honestly, Brittany also did not look it up. She asked me to send it to her, and then I was like,
so you had to text it out.
I think what I did was I asked her if her child was around or if like her mom or anybody, and she was like, no. And I was like, okay. And so I think what I actually did was I sent it to her in a voice note, but I was like half whispering because it was 3 a.m, and the last thing I needed was for my brother to walk in here. He listened to me talk about that and was like, what the fuck is that? And so I think I like sent it to her in a voice note because I couldn't make myself type it out.
Right.
And then she was like,
link.
and then she was like, should I turn my camera on? And I said yes. And then we both turned our cameras on, and there's just like a 5-minute span in the second half of the 24-hour sprints from last month where all you see is us laughing and me like going like this and like wiping tears because like I was laughing so hard. Okay, Reni will be back. Take your time, Reni. Look it up after I finish eating. Probably best.
Or just don't.
Or just don't. I mean,
this is valid.
Yeah. Chris said, now here's the thing. I knew what that was prior to Chris saying it and was like, do not. I literally said to Amy on camera, I was like, do not Google this. Like, do not do it. And then I was like, if anyone Googles this, you have traumatized yourself because I'm telling you not to.
That's on you.
Okay. Do we want to do another sprint? I know Kelsey's gonna leave us probably during this sprint, right? Because you need to be off at 10.
Ish. Yeah. We'll see if I can make it. If I make it, if I don't, we'll see.
Okay, so we'll do this sprint and then we'll decide if we'll do one more. So I'll turn on this little we'll turn on this little cute banner that I have.
Maybe. I love how you have that prepped.
Because sometimes you just don't know. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Ari, do you want to start the sprint?
Right
Buddy?
now.
Let me figure out what button I'm supposed to push so I don't make someone large. Because that would be... There we go. Hold on. That's going to cover up Reni. Hold on.
Cover up
Hold on.
No, I don't want to cover up.
I was about to say, how dare ye?
How dare you?
Maybe I
How
can do
dare
it
you?
this
How
way.
dare
Yeah,
you?
there we go.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, wow. Okay, are you ready to start the
How dare
sprint?
you?
Stop. Are you going to start the sprint? Say happy reading.
Happy reading.
Click it.
No. What else do I need to say?
That's it. Click it.
We don't have to just say happy reading.
Thank you. You want to finish, Matilda?
Can I play that green game?
Sure. Or no, pick whatever one.
No.
I was not prepared for that.
I don't want to play the yellow
Look.
game. I want to play a different game.
How did we do? I made it to 11% and finished Ari's
Read or paper.
story. Well, her chapter. All of it.
Where's the green one?
I'm on page 272. I don't remember where I started the sprint, but I read about 100 pages tonight.
What are you like? Are you enjoying it or no?
I'm enjoying it a little bit more. Like right as we ended the last sprint, they started explaining the lore of this haunted house. And so then I was like, okay, I'm a little bit more interested in it now. But it's still like it's not the same. It's my least favorite of hers so far.
Who is this by?
Darcy Coates.
Okay, that's what I thought. I need to read some Darcy.
What else has she written? Because I heard that Gallows Hill was like a pretty loved book.
She has a huge backlist. Voices in the Snow is probably my favorite one. Like that's like a quartet, and it kind of is a little bit more sci-fi. But this one is like a haunted winery.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's got like 15 or 16 books out.
Are they all horror?
Yeah, like all some sort of like horror blend. Like she does kind of do some sci-fi horror with some of them.
I need to read some Darcy Coates. I've not read anything.
Gallows Hill specifically is on my TBR.
It's the one that I think is the most popular. Like it was on the Goodreads Choice Awards either last year or the year before. It definitely feels more mainstream horror than what she's typically known for, which is like her character development. Because like normally in horror, like you don't really care about the characters, but in hers you do. And this one I feel like is just lacking that. And I think that's why I'm bored. Because I'm like, you're actually being a stupid white woman.
Fair. How did you do now?
I did not read at all. I finished eating, and then I went over to I think her name is Vina. She had a discussion today. It was like her, Bookish Realm, and I forget, it was like two other people, and they were basically talking about like book buying habits. So I caught like the tail end of that live discussion, and then I went over to Nicole's channel because Nicole's printing. So I went over there and talked to her for a little bit, and then now I'm here.
That's very productive, even so. I mean,
I was watching Michelle's sprints too.
I mean, I started some rice
so
that I can have beans and rice. So, because have I eaten? No. Did the child eat? Yes, but also somebody else in the house fed her while I took a nap for the migraine. So
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Reni, can you talk?
Yeah, she's fine. I'm just distracting her because she's hungry again, and I'm like, oh, mother, father. Anyway, I read 20% of my audiobook, so I only have 12% left. So we're gonna finish. That's
Yay! Good. Wonderful. Let me see where we left off in these comments. I don't know where. Courtney solved her audio mystery. Okay. Kelsey went to bed. Elise's joined us. Hello.
Oh yeah, Elise's was over at Venus channel.
She said she was here for this hot mess of a sprint day. I mean, there were some people that weren't in on the chaos, you know what I mean? So it's fine. Margaret went to bed. Good night. I'm sure she is long gone by now. Everyone's saying hello to each other. ML's talking about getting approved for her house. Here, we didn't read this part. The trip went well. Uneventful, except how stressful the finding and applying for rent houses was. No move date. Apparently, you have to get an in-person evaluation before booking across state lines move. So they scheduled that, and then they have to go on moving company's availability.
Moving to another state is so stressful.
That's perfectly fine, ML. I just skipped over the stuff that we already knew. Kiana got to 34%. Jean surfed Instagram. That's not for me, so you're welcome, Reni.
Thank you.
Hello, Danny. Just joined. I have 30 minutes left of a house with good bones, and things are nuts. Department of Transportation. Google can confirm. Elise said she read, but she doesn't know how much. Read after jumping off of Bina's discussion. Wonderful. That's for Reni, but I don't know where she went. I think we're just going to come to terms that it's going to pop back up every few weeks. Curious Minds. I mean, that's what I think too, because actually somebody like that I don't know who they are like DM'd me and was like, I guess they went back and like that was the sprint that they decided to watch to like read with. And they came to DM me to let me know that they were unsubscribing.
No way.
Because the people on, because when I have people on my sprints, we talk about inappropriate things. First of all, ma'am, we are all grown adults. I don't even remember who it was because she also blocked me on Instagram. Like literally she sent me the message and then I saw it like when I got up like for the day. So she sent it at like 8:30 in the morning. And by the time that I saw it at like 2 p.m. because I don't check, like even if I get up before 2, like I don't check my phone really. Or I try not to be on my phone right when I get up. And I happened to see it like sometime after 2 p.m. and I couldn't reply to her. Like I could see that, but I couldn't reply because she had blocked me. And I was like,
that's when you just quote tweet it and you're like, this isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departure.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was like, okay, it's okay. Because I have noticed in the last couple of days that I have gone down like 2 subscribers, which fine. But like if that's why you're unsubscribing from me, like I'm very open about the fact that I read smut.
Yeah.
It's not like you came to my channel and thought that I read like Christian romance. Like you did it if you came to my channel and that's what you think.
No, what the most awkward thing is that I gained a bunch of subscribers for Spiffbo because a lot of the authors started following me. And then immediately after that, we did Smut Den.
Right. I mean, my thing is this. I
was like, sorry, LOL.
Here's the thing. I'm very like, because my family thinks that they want to follow me. Like my cousin, which my sister will know which cousin I'm talking about when I say this, but my cousin, who I think she has been deconstructing her faith, but she's still very not deconstructed. You know what I'm saying? Like I've deconstructed my faith. She is still very much like in the in-between. So she apparently started following the YouTube channel. And then because she texted me one day and she was like, I'm still subscribed to your YouTube channel, but I'm not going to be able to watch your content. And I was like, that's fine. Like I literally, when I started BookTube, I literally put on my public Facebook where I knew my family would see it. And I would, or my, you know, my page, whatever. It's not public, but like my private Facebook. And I was like, for those of you that follow me or that are friends with me here, understand that sometimes I forget to turn off like my cross posting between Instagram and Facebook. I said, so if you see something that makes you uncomfortable, just know that it probably came from Instagram. And if something about my Instagram makes you uncomfortable, like you see a post or whatever, and that makes you uncomfortable, do not follow me on Instagram. Then I have like 5 family members that follow me on Instagram. And we're like, do you think that this is appropriate for you to be reading? First of all, I am 31 years old.
Derek's mom texted me the other day and was like, oh, I just watched your TBR video. You're reading so many books this month. How do you do it? And I was like, oh, I didn't realize you watched my videos. Please don't watch my Smut Den vlog. I talk about Shrek smut.
See, so here's the thing is I tried to vlog for Smut Den, but some things in my personal life like exploded over that weekend.
Yeah.
So I just scrapped it because I was like, this isn't even good content. It's fine. But also, I tell people, like, don't go back and rewatch my lives because you never know what could be in there. Also, I do try to be diligent about my recorded videos because there are kids at my job. By kids, I mean 16-year-olds that have found my YouTube channel that will watch it, which is fine. But one of them watched it one time and was like, I didn't know that you talked about your spicy books on your YouTube channel. I was like, where else would I talk about it? What? That was the whole point of me having a YouTube channel, is to talk about. But never mind. Still struggling with Broken Kingdoms. I'm sorry. Are you not enjoying it? Is it slow? What are you not? I haven't read this, so I don't know. Yeah. My thing is, like, I don't care if people unfollow me. I don't care. Like, personally. Like, I'm not a person that's like...
I lost a few subscribers after doing my Pride Month TBR, and I was like, trash taking itself out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you subscribe and then you unsubscribe because you saw something that you didn't like, I'm not going to be upset about it. Like, it is what it is. Like, my channel will grow or it won't. So, like, it is what it is. Like, I still have fun.
But I'm not going to cater to that, like, two people that are like, oh, no, I didn't like that you were reading spicy books. Well then you're on the wrong channel.
Someone else messaged me because sometimes I wear, I mean, it's a collar, but sometimes I wear a necklace in my videos, the heart-shaped one. It's a collar, okay? So someone had messaged me a few weeks ago about that. We talked about it on the 24-hour sprints and was like, I just don't think this is appropriate, so I'm going to unfollow you. Okay?
Cool, bye.
Like, why do they feel the need to tell you?
Why do they need to tell you?
If I wanted you to fill out an exit survey, I would have it linked below. I don't care.
Sometimes, though, I do wish YouTube would do an exit survey because sometimes I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, just
because I'm a nosy bitch.
But also, like, I'm not going to I'm not going to be like, okay, friends, today we're going to talk about Bible studies because Karen.
Well, like, that's something that's like, that's a part of you. So you're just gonna be like, you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna change because you're insecure.
Right. I think, like, there's been people that have commented on videos that have said that, like, you can't be gay and love Jesus. Pretty sure I can.
Pretty sure I can. Don't remember your name being in the Bible.
Pretty sure I can do both things. It's fine, ML, to be honest. Also, I'm trying to come up with like a name for like the people that are subscribed to my channels, because
I saw that you said something like Neva's Nerds or something.
I do not like I usually just refer to everyone as my friends because I'm like, it feels weird to be like, oh, I said the subscriber. It's like, it does not feel, you know what I mean? Like, it feels strange. But I think, I don't know. I had a couple people.
I feel like some of those just have to be organic, though. Like, it can't be something you force.
Right. And when I put Neva's Nerds in my Instagram story, I had a few people that said that they liked it, so we might just go with that. Nerds and nerdettes. Yeah. No one's forcing anyone to watch. No need to inform the channel owner that you're leaving. I was just like, okay. Like, and then you didn't even allow me to reply. Like, I don't know what I would have said. I probably been like, okay, that's cool. Thanks for hanging out while you.
That's why I'm like, I don't know why they even bother telling you, because it's like, what do you expect them to be like? Okay, see you later. Are you expecting to be like, no, please don't go, I'll change? Like, what is the expectation?
What is the outcome you would like?
I've never seen you in my comment section in a day in my life, but please don't leave. Like, no.
Because then the only way that people are going to be disappointed is they're expecting me to be more
See, and here's the thing. That's why the 24-hour sprints, when those started and I started having people on them with me, they got so chaotic that like now when I see new people in the comments, I'm like, listen, if you can hang out with me for the next like 3 or 4 hours in 24-hour sprints, you might as well subscribe.
Yeah. Do you usually get new subscribers like right after that or during those?
Yeah, I've found that my subscriber count tends to grow by between 5 and 10 people every time we do them.
Nice.
So like clearly some people,
because I know that like after it's usually after 3 hours, YouTube like will really push your live.
yeah, and I also like will post it like I'll post like throughout the 24 hours like on Instagram. So I'm hoping like in my story. So I'm hoping that doing it the way that we are for June, where it's split between a bunch of people, will help everybody's channels.
Yeah.
You know? But
It's gonna be
also,
really fun.
to be honest, it takes the pressure off of me. Because then I can just like come hang out and be like, hello.
There's such a difference between just being on sprints and hosting.
Right. And like the fact that people were willing to do it, because like I had the thought, but I was like, I don't know if I know enough people to do it. And then me and Brittany, I think, talked about it on one of her sprints, and people were like, yeah, we'll do it. So I was like, all right, cool. So the first 5 people that said that they wanted to do it is who I asked to do it. And then I'll just change, like I'll just try to like change it up every month and see if there's like other people that want to do it. We can spread the love, all that. Yeah, it's okay. Chris can get me canceled. It's fine. If this is what I got canceled for after all the things I've talked about on this channel, that's fine. If I get canceled for smut, cool.
That sounds like a merch design. Canceled for smut.
Oh, that might have to be a merch design.
I would buy that.
My sister said that's literally horny jail.
Horny jail.
I love the keyboard warriors with all their opinions they would never voice. Right. Like, I don't feel like you would walk up, like, if somebody saw me in public and walked up to me, like, on the street, like, they wouldn't be like, hey, I watch your channel. Also, you suck.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And my thing is, when I first started the channel, I tried to keep it PG, but then I was like, it didn't feel genuine to me. Because I was like, I don't read things that are PG. I mean, I do, but like, not everything I read is PG.
My sit-down videos are generally PG, but like my lives, whatever.
My lives, absolutely not. Like, my lives are unhinged. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so much more fun that way.
My sit-down videos, I take the time, like, because I'm sitting and recording. It's like my brain takes more time to think about how to word things.
Oh, I'm just scared of getting demonetized.
And then I'm also like, at some point, I would like to have enough, people on here that I can make money. So like, maybe don't be crazy, but like the lives are a free for all.
I think they're more fun when they're unhinged.
Right. Like, I'm just like, it's a free for all. And I've told people before, like, if you prefer to just watch my videos, like, that's cool too. Like, you don't have to come to the lives. Like, it's fine. Jigger's been on chapter 4 of Broken Kingdom since 2 p.m. She refuses to DNF. In all fairness, I've gotten a lot of house stuff done. Okay, is this book just like boring? Like, I'm confused.
I can't picture this book.
I don't know, but you would be proud, Neva, because I DNF'd 2 books in May, but it really hurt my soul to do it because one was at 70% and one was at 60%, and I was like, I just can't.
Oh, I saw that.
70%, I would just keep going.
No, it was. I couldn't. I didn't even know.
I would have DNF'd much sooner.
I saw that you had DNF'd 2 books, and I am very proud of you. Okay, I am, but I know that it hurts you to DNF because somebody posted the other day, like in their stories that I follow, and was like, it was Legendborn. They weren't liking Legendborn, and I was like, you could always put it down and come back to it later, or you could just DNF because not everyone liked Legendborn. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think so. Broken Kingdom. I'm like looking it up. Broken Kingdom.
I think it's the N.K. Jemisin book. I think.
Well, the first thing that came up was smut, and I'm pretty sure that's not what they're reading.
No.
Is it this one?
Who's the author?
N.K. Jemisin.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like part of a series or something. Because
Inherit-
somebody, I forget who it is, but somebody's doing like a year-long like N.K. Jemisin read-along where they're going through like all the books and stuff. So I guess this is a book that they're on right now.
I feel like that one is not as well loved as Fifth Season,
Probably not.
if I remember correctly. I haven't read any. I take that back. I read The City We Became. I didn't like it.
She's like, didn't like it.
I am gonna read Fifth Season, but I just like it's scary. Someone gifted me the entire series.
The 5th season is the one I know because that's on my TBR.
Yeah,
I read the 5th season. I did not like it, but that's because I didn't understand it.
Great.
Right.
Great. Yeah, we love a book we don't understand.
Yeah, I heard that's when you have to like immersion read.
Yeah.
That like just doing the audio does not work.
I mean, my thing is like it doesn't really hurt my feelings if people want to unsubscribe. That just means that like my channel is not for you. Now I have had people that have said, "Hey, I want to support your channel, but also I don't like some of the things that you talk about." Okay, cool. That have come and asked me like if I have suggestions for booktubers that would be more like their taste. Like that's cool. Like you can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like but just be nice about it.
But like don't be like, wow, you really talk about inappropriate things, so unsubscribe. Like, okay, bye. ML wants to go to the store. Still not having my favorite color inside and clothes and go get a worker's attention to announce I'm leaving. I mean, ML, that would be very Karen of you, but like also I just imagine that in my head and I'm now laughing. In my head. Alicia, I don't even think the lives have been unhinged. For Pete's freaking sake, all that was said was the name of a state and the name of a summer treat. Your own accord. Right. Yeah. Reni, I don't remember which book Reni made it to that was 70 where she made it 70%.
Oh, Spite. It was Spite House, except for not paying any attention to like 30% prior. So really, I DNF'd at 40 because I did not remember. But
that doesn't surprise me. When you first said that you were reading that, in my mind, I was like, I don't know if she's gonna like it.
Is it not good?
I haven't heard good things about it.
No,
I know it was Books and Lala as like a group pick, but I didn't watch their live because I never.
Well, I don't think any of them. I think no, she liked it, and the rest of them didn't.
Oh,
it was not good. And then the one that hurt me though was Daughter of the Moon Goddess because I got like 300 pages into that, and I tried so hard.
Honestly,
I need to read that one.
I feel like when I watch the Books and Lala channel, I'm like some of these books that she really enjoys. I'm like.
Oh, I can only.
She likes some of the strangest books. Like the other people are like, "This was terrible," and she's like, "I loved it."
I thought it was just me that thought that.
She gave 4.5 stars to Hide last year.
Yes,
Hide.
And I
DNF'd 5 stars to My Heart Is a Chainsaw, and that book was garbage.
Oh, I love that book. I love that book.
When she gave 5 stars to Hide, so me and Rye's reading tastes, actually me and Bree's reading tastes are pretty close too. But when I first started BookTube, me and Rye were like the closest that I could find because I hadn't actually found Bree's channel yet, and so. When Rye read Hide and said that she didn't like it, I was like, well, I'll try it. And then I DNF'd it. Like,
yeah, I think Rye and I either buddy read it or just accidentally read it at the same time. And it was so bad. 1 star.
Terrible. Like, I just DNF'd. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. I don't care. What
I don't know that the author knew what was happening.
Why are there so many characters? Why is it so convoluted? I didn't.
No. Why is this targeted at an adult audience when it's actually a YA book?
Right. I was like, y'all could have done better with this. Although,
why did I spend $30 on this?
I do want to read Clown in a Cornfield.
I might do that this spooky season, just because like that one's just like, but you know, going into it, that's campy.
Yeah.
Which that's fine, but like tell me that it's campy. Because if I go into it knowing that it's campy, fine. That's like with smut. If I go into it knowing that there's no plot, cool. I've chosen to read porn. But if you tell me that there's plot and then there's no plot, I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna DNF because why?
You need to read Priest.
Oh, I have that on my shelf. I almost
do.
Courtney is reading that, and like a whole bunch of people. It's like Courtney and Asthma. Like it's so many people that are reading
Is that
that this
on
month.
Kindle Unlimited?
It's not.
I need to find someone that is selling that last book with the hot man cover because I got the first 2 on Pango and I cannot find the
It's
third.
by
Oh, I
Sierra.
like the flower ones.
I know, but I already have the first 2. So
Fair.
It's by the one by Sierra Simone, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if
my
my library.
As
here-
someone who deconstructed, you will love that book. Like I did my vlog clip and I was just like 5 stars, and that's on deconstructing.
All right, I have it on hold at the library. So my Indiana.
Even they use the oils.
Oh, I have to read this. Okay, well, it's
They
on hold.
use the oils.
It says 9. It says 9 weeks, but like my Indiana library, I don't know why, but they have
smut.
Oh, I just bought the
all
Kindle.
the smut.
I bought like the Kindle. It was, I think it ended up being like $2 or something. I was like, I'm buying it.
I'll see. Actually, I might have points.
I literally almost read it for smut. Then I need to just.
It was
It's
so
only
good.
$5.99. I might just buy it.
I'm
Buy it.
probably gonna
But
read.
here's the thing. So when I got my Indiana card, I was like, they won't have smut because like my Florida cards have nothing. Like when it comes to smut. And then when I started reading IPB, I wanted the audiobook, so I was like, let me just see. Why does Indiana have like pretty much any smut book that I've looked for, they have it.
The Florida libraries have those.
Ebook
I
wise.
them.
The 2 that I have do not. Volusia
Yeah,
County and Broward, they don't.
The Utah county or the Utah libraries do not have much smut. However, they don't have a lot of gay books, but there is a 9-week hold for Delilah Green. And I'm like, go Utah.
Right. Heck yeah. Broken Kingdoms is the second book in Inheritance trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this Courtney, she's the one that's doing the priest read along.
Oh, wait, who's doing the priest read along?
Courtney.
Oh,
Well,
like now?
I think it starts in June.
Well,
I'm gonna buy it because apparently they use the oils, and I gotta know. We love when the deconstruction of faith just like fits in with the smut. You know what I mean?
It's so good.
I'm gonna have to pay for my Audible credit though, because like I think it's an Audible exclusive.
And
It
that
is.
one is, but if you
It's
buy
good.
the Kindle, then they give you the audio. It was like $7 to add the audio.
It's discounted.
But I'm like, do I want to buy it twice? I don't know.
But like
In all
it's
3,
single POV from the man, which you don't see very much, and that narrator is so hot.
and honestly, all 3 books are only $18 if you buy one.
The
Oh, wow.
second and third one, for some reason, are on script.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Probably because they're not toted as Audible exclusives. I don't know why the first one. It's so weird.
I never.
It might be
understand
because they're
when
republishing them.
I
Maybe.
never understand when series either start off of Audible and then they go to Audible halfway through, like Throne of Glass series did, or vice versa. And like, why is the whole series not one or the other? I don't understand. It's annoying.
Ulysses finally read Rebel, which I think is part of like isn't that like the part of the Legend series? Yeah.
Mhm.
I've only read the first book. I need to continue that. It took her 13 years. She just didn't want to say goodbye. I get it, Ulysses. Honestly, I think that's why I keep dragging my feet about reading Bloodmarked. And now I have read Legendborn 4 times. 4 times.
Did you watch Bethany's recent vlog?
Probably not.
She didn't like Bloodmarked.
Cool.
And
Oh,
now I'm like scared.
my sister went like this. Because she did like it.
Oh, good.
Sam liked Bloodmarked, but he said that it made him cry. So,
Okay.
and
I think just technically it was a little bit messy.
and my sister is saying that my sister doesn't cry. I just need everyone to understand.
I did cry. But
I know she doesn't cry. Okay, like let me tell you, we've been watching Grey's Anatomy, and I'm just like I've already seen it, and I'm over here like about people I already know are dead. Okay, and she's just like watching, and I'm just like a sniveling mess.
I hate to tell you, but if you can watch the plane crash and not cry, you are indeed a psychopath.
In which thing?
I
Grey's
mean,
Anatomy.
she also is.
No, I cried.
She
Never mind.
also is autistic, so her she doesn't quite show feelings the way most people do. But she said that if you're going to cry during one of the Legendborn books, it will be blood marked. That makes you cry.
Good to know.
I think this is for you, Ree, because I'm not.
Yes. I finally updated. I'm like caught up. Look at all the smut. Look at.
What a nice color for smut too.
Right? I had
to. No, it's like a.
That book is so bad.
So I paid like adult book money for it.
Yeah, me too.
See, okay, I borrowed it from the library.
So smart.
So I literally lost nothing.
But the book was so pretty. I was like, I wanted to love it.
I literally lost nothing except 2 days of my time. But also I was like, if you're going to buy this, you need to get it from the library first and like it. Because that was what drew me in, was how pretty the book was. But I was like, you can't. But I did that with Addie LaRue, DNF'd twice. Yep. And I got Addie LaRue because I wanted to have the original cover, that's the black one, but I also wanted the blue one that's from Target. Like, I wanted every cover. And then I was like, you didn't even read this. You DNF'd it 95 pages in. You cannot buy any more of these. Like,
I have 4 copies of that book, so like.
I want to like it.
I wanted to like it.
I loved it.
But I still have the audiobook because I bought it off of Libro. And I'm not going to lie to you. I keep going back to the audiobook hoping that I will like this book better. And I keep stopping at the same spot. Like, it's fine.
I didn't do it on audio. I tried reading. I read it physically.
I mean, I tried that and I was so bored I didn't know what was happening. My eyes were crossing. So I was like, Julia Wellen, she's got to pull me out of this.
Okay. You could try immersion reading and tabbing it.
Maybe I'll try that.
Because it's a very quotable book. Like, there's a lot of really pretty prose in it.
I don't know that they actually have smut that is physical because I looked.
Because that would happen.
They have like romances, like historicals and stuff like that. But the actual smut, I've only been able to find it through Libby or through Hoopla. I have not been able to find them.
I feel like they have contemporary romances. Like, you can get Talia Hibbert and stuff, and that's
but like Katie Robert and stuff, I haven't actually seen it physically at the library. I've only seen it.
Could you imagine?
Disgusting. I would. Gave Daughter of the Moon Goddess 3 stars. 0.5 of that was for the beautiful cover.
I mean, what's funny is the same week that I was reading it, also back him 1 second. The same week I was reading it, Meg from Meg with Books, I think, the UK booktuber, she had just read it too for her wrapped up or something, and she absolutely hated it and gave it 3 stars only because it's pretty writing, but you just don't care about what's going on in it. But then she was extra mad because she got the Fairy Loot editions of the first and second book, and she's like, well, I'm never reading the second book, so this was a waste of my money.
Oh no.
Yeah,
sad day.
That's actually why I'm kind of it annoys me that my copies of It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us are not the same size. But I keep telling myself that I'm gonna order the special editions off of whatever book box thing it's from, that Colleen Hoover runs. The problem is I didn't like It Starts With Us. Okay, I didn't like it. So why am I gonna buy the special? Why am I gonna pay $20 per special edition? I do like the special edition of It Ends With Us, but then I feel like I need It Starts With Us to match. But also I didn't like It Starts With Us because it was unnecessary. We didn't need it. You could have left it alone. And now, I don't even want to watch the movie because all the stills that we've seen from this movie look like trash.
I haven't even read the book, but the stills that I've seen, I'm like, what the heck is this book
about? Okay, I'm not trying to be funny because I love Blake Lively, but like, why did they make Blake Lively look homeless as Lily? Lily is not homeless.
That movie's gonna be
Atlas-
terrible.
It makes sense for Atlas to look homeless. It does not make sense for Lily to look homeless. And she looks like she hasn't brushed her hair in 6 weeks. Like, I don't understand what is
Yeah, that movie's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible. And Colleen Hoover is working on the movie with these people. So, like, what choices are you making, ma'am? No. No. My Canadian library has a lot of the KU smut books as audio. Yeah, mine also does. Like for instance, like IPB, it's like you can get them on Scribd, but I didn't know that for a long time that you could get them on Scribd. So I was getting them from the library because they have them all. And then I was like, is this like sacrilege for me to be reading this from the library? But then I was like, really, no one's touching these because it's like digital copies.
Right, yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to draw the line. Something you just can't borrow. Yeah, I would never check out a physical copy of a smut book. Absolutely.
Oh, I don't care.
Absolutely. I would never. I'm sorry, I could never. Because I don't know who's been touching that, what you've been doing while
Well, now that you said that, you ruined it for me.
Here's the thing, at least if it's my Kindle, you know what I'm saying? If I get the ebook on my Kindle, the only person touching my Kindle is me. Also, I keep all my stickers. This is my favorite.
Okay, well, actually, I've never checked out a smut book. I've checked out one, but I was the one that requested they buy the book. And so I was the first one
to get it. Okay, that's different because then you're the first person to get it. But I would never go into my public library and be like, oh, Katie Robert, who's just pure smut, and then check that out.
Yeah.
I will just get it on my
library doesn't really have smut anyway, so I don't gotta worry.
Bree, I see you. We're probably gonna hop off here after I read all these comments anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yes, she is here. Yeah, Anna picked Bloodmarked as part of her vlogs. Like, I have no plus I think I included it in my TBR for this month again. So like I have no choice. Like, I need to just read Legendborn and then jump to Bloodmarked. Like, I just need to just do the thing. Just pick up the next book. But I'm really bad at finishing things. Like series. I'm really bad at it. Good night. How do you decide color change, Bree?
Oh, it's genres. So the green, where'd it go? The green was all the romance that I read for smut. Like the silver is fantasy, purple's horror. So I picked them all out at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
E-hair is Hello, Skylar. Finish your book. Eye of the Shitstorm, book 3 in the Frost Files. Wonderful. I know you were reading this the other day too. So what did you?
Wait, is that what it's actually called? Eye of the Shitstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole series has the funniest titles ever. There's one called like Random Shit Flying Through the Air.
That's wonderful. My library took away recommendations at the beginning of May. Very disappointing. I tend to only really ask my library to get book. Like, I request them through Libby just because I can't be bothered to go to the library that often. And also, I just prefer to read on my Kindle. Like, Ari and I went to the library like 2 weeks ago. Did I check out 6 books? Yes. Have I actually opened any of them? No. Because what I did was I checked them out from the library and then went to the Libby app and got the audiobooks. So.
Oh.
Why did I do that? I don't know, but that's fine.
Okay.
I'll take a library smut over real life. Went to a local convenience store. It looked empty, but I was getting my. I don't realize. What?
Ew.
No. Listen, I'd be reading smut at work, but I would never.
Not out loud.
There's a difference between reading it and watching it.
Like, at least put like an AirPod in your ear or something.
Right.
You look like you're like listening to music or a book or something. Wow. Although I will say that I think even though I don't really make actual faces when I listen to smut, I think that the tips of my ears might turn red. And I say this because I was listening to Hooked, like the end of it. So if you've not read Hooked, like the last like probably like 30% of Hooked is very like murdery, but also very smutty. Like it's just murder and smut. Like for the last 30%. And I was like, cool, I'll just finish this. It's no big deal, right? Because I'd had to pick up a shiv. So I'm listening to it and I'm like making food. And all of a sudden, one of the guys that was on the line with me, he was like, because I only work with 2 guys a night, and he was like, he's like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He was like, "Are you hot?" And I was like, "No," like, because I was like confused as to why he would ask me this, and he was like, "I was just wondering because like your ears are all red. Apparently, like this part of my ear,
Oh
gets,
no!
like, flames up." When I'm listening to smut, which I didn't know that because no one's ever told me that, and I'll sit and listen to smut like this, but apparently the tips of my ears turn red if it gets like too
That's
like
so
a lot.
funny.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm just listening to a book," and he was like, "What book?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a Peter Pan retelling," which I mean, it doesn't wasn't a lot.
funny.
I feel like that's not incorrect.
Was gonna try to read Gallows Hill again for a Breeze book club, but I DNF'd it last year because it's so boring.
Cal did not like it. He gave it 2 stars.
Oof.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun discussion.
This is for you.
Each row is
For
one
book?
book. Yeah.
Skylar gave it 3.75 for her shit book.
The shit.
Eye of the Shitstorm.
Yeah, that one.
There you go. I didn't have the 4th book. I'd be reading that. I'm sucked in. I have the ebook, but I want to read the physical.
The
next.
physical books are really cool looking.
Maybe they took out recommendations because it's the end of the fiscal year.
Oh,
That could be.
Yeah.
And retwisting my hair. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey. Okay, I think because I'm hungry and I don't really want to eat on camera, other than the chips that I shoved in my mouth like an hour ago. I think we're gonna hop off at this point because I know Bree has got to go, and Ari will be up earlier than I would like because it's summertime. So does she sleep in? No, she does not. It's great. But thank you all for hanging out with me.
Thank you.
I will link everybody down below. Did I do that before the live? I didn't. But I will do it when we get off here so that you can go follow Kelsey, Bree, Reni, and Nell if you're not already following them. Are your rows double crocheted?
Yes.
And tomorrow I have sprints on Brooklyn's channel. They start at 7 p.m. Eastern, which I think is like 8 a.m. Australian time or something.
That sounds right.
Like that. And then Brooklyn's are at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then we have the 24-hour sprints. What weekend is that? Please hold.
The 23rd and 24th.
Thank you so much. 23rd and 24th. There is I'll put it in my community tab here too because I forgot to do that. But there is a graphic pinned to the top of my Instagram that has the breakdown of everybody's channels and all that, so you can go follow people. And then as people get everything scheduled, mine aren't scheduled yet either, but as we get them all scheduled, I'll try to link them all like in my video so that it's easy to jump. I don't know how else to jump from one to the next.
I'll show you how to do it.
Cool. Awesome. This is why we have friends. You're welcome.
I'm also doing sprint Sunday morning.
And Bree has sprints Sunday morning. And Brittany's not here, but if you want more sprints, Brittany will probably have sprints Tuesday night. She usually has sprints between 5:30 and 6 p.m. Reni, do you have anything?
No.
No. Nell, do you have anything?
My video tomorrow. That's it.
Go watch Nell's video. All right. See you guys later. Everybody say bye.
Bye.